Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick on the Commodore 64 and I'm just coming back after, losing my voice. Let's see how this goes. We're reviewing Match Day 2, published by Ocean in 1987 and written by John Rittman. I always get a bit nervous about football games in 8-bits. I think, how's the memory going to do it? Anyway, the game also came out in the Amstrad CPC and the ZX Spectrum, which we reviewed it on, and the original on Match Day. It's 7-a-side of football. 1 to 2 players, you've got Cup and League, but we'll just play a friendly and we'll just see how the game plays. Now, it's not about expert gameplay, I'm the web ones, seeing how you would get on. Now, in the top middle, you see the kickometer. By pressing fire button when it's at its maximum, we do a bigger kick. Now, I'm just going to try and score a goal if I can do. As suspected, it is moving ridiculously slow. It is emulation, so you might want to speed it up. White versus, select Moby blue colour. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. As I say, it's not expert gameplay. I've been told these sort of games rely on tactics there to try and get the best result. Well, that's like all football, isn't it, really? But anyway, go Nick go. Let's see how you get on. Come on, boys, hold it. Oh, this looks like a chance. Zip in there. Goalkeeper's a bit slow. Bundle it in. It's a goal. Goal. 1-0. Where we go? Where are we going it again? 1-0 to us. You see the score at the top there, Rittman United, the guy who wrote it. And yes, if you've got any tips for this game, then put that in the comment section below. The game seems to be playing better than the ZX Spectrum version, only because there's more colours in the players, but the speed is quite similar. Would I play this game back in the day? Well, if I'd owned a Commodore 64, I might have played it once or twice, but I wouldn't have lingered on it a great deal of time, because, you know, I think it's struggling. You might want to count the players. It's 7. Oops, dear, I'm controlling my own goalkeeper all of a sudden. Come on, Nick. Come on. Oh, man, and they've scored a great goal. It's in the back of the net. The audience, or the spectators, are just a bunch of colours. It could be like a load of marshmallows on top of each other. I don't know. If you are a load of marshmallows on top of each other, then comment in the comment section below, as it's 1-1. Now, my goal at the start might have been a big old fluke. Anyway, we'll see. Come on, Nick. Keep pushing it around. I don't know what the score is going to end up being in this particular game. Now, if you like your Commodore 64 stuff, we've reviewed quite a few games, all in the playlist. To get there, click on my username, as it goes in for a throw-on. That takes you to the channel page. Click on playlist, and then there'll be Commodore 64 there, along with a load of other systems. Right, here we go. Big nose. Right, 1-1. Now, as I say, try and time that kickometer. You can see the bar in the top middle there, where it goes high and low. When it's high, obviously you do a big kick. When it's low, you do a smaller kick. I was supposed to be reviewing Match Day 1, but I couldn't get that to work. So we're doing Match Day 2. It looks like a slight advancement on the characters. They seem a little bit smaller, a little bit more detailed, but the speed seems to be roughly the same. Right, 1-1. It's going to go in at any point. Oh my goodness. It feels more like we're not kicking a football around at all. It feels like we're kicking some amazingly heavy shot put. If you go play football kicking a shot put around, then comment below. But this is 1987. This is before your 16-bit football games like Kickoff 2 and Sensible Soccer, which I like both of those, incidentally. I don't favour one or the other. Although Kickoff 2 was the one I played the most, and the original Kickoff as well. Come on, lads. I think we could do a bit of a boost of energy. So it's a far cry, isn't it, from the FIFA games, which will come a bit later on, which is basically, oh man, it's just basically chase stuff. Did they miss that? I think they, oh, that's a goal, right? 2-1. I think I'm probably going to get thrashed there, but at least I scored a goal at the start. I'm sure a lot of people have been playing this game back in the day and didn't score for absolutely ages. It might be a good idea to do League first of all to try and get used to it, but this is just a friendly I've jumped into straight away. But as I say, dodgy gameplay, nonsense chat, and after being a time off a bit ill, so thank you if you're watching these lives, they go up. Thank you for your patience there. It seems like my voice, well, it's not 100%, is it? It's a little bit croaky, but it seems like it's coming back at least a little bit. So 16-bit games, I mean, Microprose Soccer was quite good on the Commodore 64. It held the speed quite well. These, the computer, despite it's got 64K, is having to do quite a lot of stuff here, and for me it doesn't quite work as a spectacle. Top-down games which got less, oops, a goal, is it? It's top-down, missed. Top-down games have got less to compute, have got a bit of a chance. This is just overly ambitious. but it is a popular game back in the day because it had the sequel as well, so I think a lot of people liked it. It's one of those ones where you need nostalgia. A kid's imagination would have added quite a lot to this game as you're playing it at the same time. As an adult coming to it fresh, you just see all the failings of the thing compared to the games that are more widely available that were to come a bit later on. Now this looks like it's going to be a goal. Can I clear it? No, he can't. Goalkeeper is rubbish, and that's mainly because it's controlled by me. Right, we managed to boot it away somehow. Only get one style of pitch here, or for sake of a better word, it's a normal pitch. No colour clash, but the Commodore 64 didn't really have that. It's more of a Spectrum sort of thing. And to try and get away with that, they tried to reduce the colours. It was a little bit of a shame. Commodore 64 is using the colours quite well here. And later was to come the Commodore Amiga. I don't think Matchday came out on the Commodore Amiga. If you know a little bit different to that, then let me know in the comment section below. Right, come on, let's keep going. Keep going is always a good idea. Good idea. Right. Now, I'm just trying to see if I can get any goals at all. It's 2-1. He's running through. You control the player that's nearest to the ball, which isn't really advantageous if you're backtracking. But essentially, I'm just trying to hang on here for all that I'm worth. If you're hanging on for all that you're worth, then comment below. Yes, do your favourite football chants below, but don't be very rude football chants, because this is a PG channel. I think it filters out a few swear words there, but it's a PG channel, so you want to watch this with your kids, get them into gaming. Well, it would be a bit of a tough one. I'm trying to get into 8-bit gaming watching this. So if you want to get them into gaming, this is a very safe channel to watch. Hooray! There won't be any surprises here. Unless I score a goal, that'll be a massive surprise. Right, who won the Football League in 1987? Who was good then? Was that Liverpool? I think Liverpool were quite good in the 80s. In the 90s it was Manchester United. Occasionally it might be Arsenal or Nincompoop Rovers. They think they won 16 times running. Nincompoop Rovers, that was in the 60s. Don't bother fact checking that, it's probably on Wikipedia somewhere. Maybe that's where I got the information from. Nincompoop Rovers. Hooray for them. Right, 3-1. We're losing, by the way. I think you can change the match length. This is going on way too long, so we'll just do one half. Hopefully this has got you a bit of an idea, if indeed you are still there, of how the game plays, or whether you want to track it down or not. If you're watching this with nostalgia, it might be a case it is going a lot slower than you remember it from ever going before, but I make no apologies there. This is how it is. The time that this has gone up is the year 2023, so yes, 1987. There's a big gap between the two, so it's not like your latest FIFA game with photorealism, overhead kicks, dummies and all that sort of stuff. It's just left, right, up and down, and fire button really, when you've got the power bar in the middle at its absolute highest. Now my fingers are starting to ache now, I must admit. If you weren't here, I probably would have turned it off already, but there you go. I need to learn to be maybe a little bit more resolute than I'm being now. Match day 2. I think we've almost reviewed, we might have reviewed over 100 Commodore 64 games now. So not as many as the Spectrum or the Amiga, but we're gradually getting there. Back in the day I owned the Spectrum, I owned the Spectrum 48K, they score another goal. Then it was the Commodore Amiga, so I went over to the Commodore land. So I've got respect for Commodore 64 because that came a bit before it. And I had a handheld at the Game Boy Advance as well. Then PS Vita a bit later on, and PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Not quite yet a PlayStation 5, but the systems I play the most, of course, is the ZX Spectrum still. I'm a retro man. If you're a retro man, then hooray for you, or a retro woman. Look at this goal, it's going to go in. Oh, I saved Nook. Worst goalkeeper of all time. You know, they don't come much worse than saves like that. So I am enjoying this game, but I don't know why. Probably because I'm delving back in time, and it's not a game I'd go back to in a big hurry. There's other better football games available, but in 1987, if you had a Commodore 64, then this probably fitted the bill. And let's face it, the only people that's going to buy Match Day 2 is the people that already like Match Day 1, which gave you a little bit extra. I think it might give you cups and leagues maybe, that the other one didn't. The characters are a little bit more defined, the players on the screen there, but it's just too darn slow. For me, I'm a hard taskmaster, I'm sure it's got how many minutes left in the match somewhere. Doesn't seem to make too much of a difference if you're kicking left to right or right to left. On the top-down games, it seems to make a difference. I always prefer kicking up than kicking down. They just help with things like after-touch. But this game hasn't got after-touch. It's just a basic kick the white ball around the place, or the shot put, and try and score a goal. But you know, I got one goal, and that's really we a bit like a Spectrum version. We created that from a throw-on and almost threw it straight into the goal. 5-1, we're getting beat here. 5-1. Maybe I should sign Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, Kevin Keegan, if they're still available. That's going to go in as well, is it? Yeah, it just poodled in as a guy, I don't know, thought about the washing up or something equally as dull. Right, I need the ref to blow up now. Did it go in or not? It's still 5-1. And no one celebrated. Maybe it was offside. VAR decision. VAR decision. Right, I'm not seeing much of the ball here in terms of possession. It's all the Movi Blue players. Just boost it, big nose. Oh man. Yeah, that's it. So I lost 5 points, match they do. So you know how I think of the game really. Good for nostalgia, hasn't aged well if you've seen it for the first time. Too slow for a football game, but you know, overall okay for the era. So hope you like having a look at that game. That was Match Day 2 on the Commodore 64, played by Ocean in 1987 and written by John Rittman. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, by all means, stick them in the comment section below. I always love seeing your comments, and it does add a bit of activity to the place. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.